Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Here to talk about a couple Stephen King novels, Pet Sematary and Holly. Now, I read both of these, well, Holly in a group read. We read all the Stephen King books in the Holly series. There's 5 of them. This one is, you can read it. It's a standalone novel. You don't necessarily have to read the first 4. Uh, you know, you could argue that you do. I mean, it certainly would help. But it's a horrific novel. I really enjoyed it. Might be my favorite of the 5. I also liked Finders Keepers a lot as well. Now, this is a buddy read with MJ, Pet Cemetery, for Horror Mayhem. We got a big group going, Voxer group. I'd like to tell everybody that we heard from Scott today. He heard his voice. He's doing better, getting well, and so that was pretty cool. So Scott and Becky are the creators of Horror Mayhem, and somehow I heard that MJ had never read Pet Sematary, or she mentioned it on her TBR. Said, hey, I remember that novel vaguely from the 80s when it came out. I'd like to reread that. And so we did, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I remember about the cat. However, I did not remember the ending. Tell you a couple stories. Greg, first one, Greg tells the story. He told it on the live show last night, that Stephen King put this novel away at first, and because he thought it was too out there, too violent, too gory, whatnot, and he owed his publisher at the time another book, so he said, well, I'll pull this out and give it to him, and look, it turns out to be one of his most frightening novels Stephen King has ever written. I did not remember the ending exactly until I read it. And I go, oh yeah. And MJ and I are going to watch the movie now from 1989, and we're going to watch it tomorrow, like it's a matinee. Got the popcorn ready, so there'll be a treat. I really don't think I saw that movie, although I might have. Now, my second story about this book is on May 2nd, last week, I almost got hit by a car. Now, it was like my fault. Just had an earbud in, walking crossing a street, downtown street I've crossed 100 times. However, I was thinking of something. I was going to the post office, for one, and anyway, car zoomed by. I almost walked out in front of it. There was a guy behind me. He goes, whoa, that was close. That was close, dude. So it's like, woo. I'm just feeling lucky. But I had to put this novel down a couple times. One time, due to a scene in this, and who's ever read this, you guys know what I'm talking about. So, hey, what can I say? I hope anybody watching this is certainly participating in Horror Mayhem. So make a comment below. I'm not doing the prompts in order. Obviously, week 1 was local horror. Now, next weekend, hopefully I'll do a little vlog downtown Portland. I'll be looking like both ways this time, because we're going to some haunted Old Town Pizzeria, and then the Shanghai tunnels. So one of the two or both, we'll see. So stay tuned, and I'll talk to you later.